RoundTable professionals in the real estate industry is more about business, but it's also trying to help the generation coming, and also to ensure that as much as possible, some of those stories we think are just normal to us, we don't realize that it does a lot for others. So it's basically just impact, vulnerable conversation.
I've got to say that the real estate industry has really, really helped a lot of people make some of them their first 1 million in their lives, 1 billion in their lives. So it's a very, very good asset class to make money. Where I see that there's a challenge that a lot of the real estate companies don't have a dedicated sales system.
Awful.
How you doing, man?
Very good. For me, it's amazing to have you around on the RoundTable. For us at the RoundTable, conversations go very vulnerable. The idea behind this is just to understand what you do. A lot of people know you, but you need to tell us what you do, so that at least they can, pick on it and get exactly what this is about. And then I'll just take the questions on. But we're happy to have you on.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to see what's happening in our landscape now in Nigeria. I know you're in the UK currently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure getting into the UK was a different ball game entirely. What have you picked from that and all that? But let's hear the introduction first of all.
Yeah, my name is Paul Fo. I run a company called Sales Factory Global. We're a sales training company and a media business with offices in the UK and in Lagos.
Perfect.
So we work with salespeople, sales managers, and sales organizations just to help them increase their sales and increase their conversion rates. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So how has that been? I'm sure you've dealt with quite a number of real estate companies in Nigeria. A lot of developers will be hearing this. A lot of real estate companies will be hearing this. A lot of people sales is, there's no business you do that is no sales.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about your experience in Nigeria before we even come into the current, will I say, exactly what's happening in Nigeria with the whole inflation and all. It makes things a lot tough.
Yeah.
But tell us about your experience with realtors and real estate in Nigeria. Where do you say we are having it wrong? Where do you think we need to get it right? And then we can delve into how things are going in the UK. Because I wanted to talk about those in the diaspora, which is major right now.
Great. So, first of all, I've got to say that the real estate industry has really, really helped a lot of people make some of them their first 1 million in their lives. 1 billion in their lives. So it's a very, very good asset class to make money. However, in terms of the challenge, where I see that there's a challenge that a lot of the real estate companies don't have a dedicated sales system. And that is where the problem is.
So they're just fluking it?
Yes. In fact, the insurance companies in Nigeria and the banks in Nigeria have a better sales system than the real estate companies.
Wow. So you have a bigger product, you make more money from that product, but the banks are still better in terms of sales.
Yes.
Can you break that down for us? What exactly does the bank
So if you go to a normal insurance company right now, because I work with a couple of them, they will tell their salespeople, you make 50 sales calls before noon, before you leave the office. You come back, you check on those 50 calls before you leave for your house. They don't have the CRM.
Wow.
They don't have the technology, but the other, hard part of making those calls, you must make it every single day.
So there's a tracker.
Oh, yes.
That's probably tied to your salaries.
Oh, yes.
I used to listen to some of these expert marketers, and there's a model called LAPS, leads, appointments, presentation, and sales.
Yeah.
So clearly, and these have numbers.
Yes.
So clearly, what you're talking about is almost like not structured manner.
Yes.
But they keep to those numbers. Have you made your call?
Exactly.
You've not made this many calls, so definitely you probably won't get your money,
Yes.
or you will get bonuses. So clearly, there's somebody sitting behind saying that so long as all of you talk to 30 people every day, I know that you have talked to 600 people.
Yeah.
And then you have taken that on to the next level.
Yes.
So that clearly makes a lot of sense. And you're right. I don't think.
No. If you ask the average real estate company that even did 10 billion this year, 100 billion this year, ask that company, how many inbound leads did you guys get? How many inbound calls? Inbound means calls that come in. And how many outbound calls, how many sales calls did your salespeople make in 2024? A lot of them don't know. But they know the financials. They don't know the system, which is the sales that produced the financials.
So they just have, we made 2 billion.
Yes.
500 from
Yes.
people. So they are not really tracking.
Yeah, they don't know the system.
And
that 2 billion is
and that data is important.
Extremely
So those
important.
calls, what they said,
Extremely.
how many they made.
Yes.
How many buyers came out of this certain
Off
call.
back of that.
Yes.
Jide, I can tell you for free, 99.999% of real estate companies in Nigeria, they don't have call recording systems. If you call MTN today, MTN will tell you this call is being recorded. We have the money in the industry. No call recording. So when they employ new salespeople to those real estate companies, there is no call history for them to listen to. And say,
even for training.
Even for training purpose.
Even for training.
To say, you know what? These were the calls that produced sales last year.
Yes.
These were the calls that failed last year. Study this thing. That's your study.
Yes. And then you're wasting man hours because somebody gets to now train them again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you just have a recording that they can just go to and listen.
So there's a lot of data that goes through them that is not trapped or frozen.
Wow.
Yep.
This is why a lot of developers need to listen to, or rather speak to people like you, so that they understand how to do things professionally. And again, the UK experience, I've spoken to you a couple of times. I'm sure that even takes it to another level
Yes.
for you, being a global sort of thing. So where I'll go to is, so based on this, what do you think real estate developers should do?
Well, in terms of I'm not a technical person in terms of, the structure and all of that. In 2025, I want real estate companies to have two departments, the marketing department and the sales department. They're not the same. Stop it.
A lot of people confuse.
You confuse it.
In fact, they say sales and marketing.
Yes,
Some
they're not
don't
the
know
same.
what sales is. So please, can you define that?
Great. So marketing gets attention. There's a customer journey. It starts with attention, engagement, purchase, delivery, retention, and advocacy. Attention is anything that gets people into your funnel, your PR. Forbes wrote about Jide. That's PR. Say, is the CEO of homework. They begin to check on homework. They call, how much is this your property? The reason why they call was because of that article they saw about you on Forbes.
Yes.
That's the attention, that's marketing. The moment your guys started to talk to them on the phone, they've started selling. So it's a different function
A lot
entirely.
of people don't know that difference. I think it's even important to highlight it.
Yes.
Because we're also educating people.
Yes.
So for the real estate developers out there, my friends and a couple of others, it's very clear.
Totally clear. Your marketing people should not even do sales.
Yes. What is the difference between sales and so? Can you help us with the persona? Who is the kind of person that should handle marketing?
Great.
Who is the kind of person that should handle sales in terms of soft skills? Because this now even helps those that are doing sales and marketing and don't even realize that I have more strength in this. Because you can have some people trying to do sales and messing it up.
Yeah.
Because they don't pick the certain thing they need to tell such clients.
Yes.
Right. Or a marketing person trying to delve into sales and just doing the wrong thing. So how do you first of all the persona, and then how do you draw that line? Because it's almost looking like once the marketing has done its work, sales guys pick it up.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's two different skills.
There are two different skills.
For us to just shed more light in that, as an industry expert, the idea here is we need to just send in value. So can you just help us with that, please?
Great. So for marketing, one of the skills that even real estate companies should be thinking about employing right now is data analysts. I don't know of any real estate company that has a data analyst in-house, just analyzing the data. How many likes did we get? How many DMs did this post? Crunching up the numbers in the data. Because marketing now is like science. So a science-oriented mind is very, very important for marketing role. Somewhere that can write is very, very important. Content writing is a critical skill. Content distribution as well is also a critical skill, because in this industry now, it's not only because you have a great product that you sell.
Yeah.
A person who has a lesser product but they can tell their story more than you will outsell you. They will outsell you. So you need a writing skill. You need a skill of camera, somewhere that can talk on the camera, because your marketing team guys are the face of the brand. They are the face that will be shooting out this content. And also they work with the CEO as the CEO produces the content. For the sales department, you need people that have grit. You need people who have grit. You need people who enjoy rejection.
Yes, I watched something where it was a marketing company in the UK, and in the past, I mean, I studied in the UK, so in the past, what you have is door to door. So they actually go to doors, and that thing you said about calls.
Yes.
I realized that it's actually the same thing. They go to door every day.
Yes.
I remember that in my house, whenever those guys knock, and I hear that it's one of them, either selling TV programs, selling something around the corner, making sure they just come in and knock. And it's just, as you have cold calls, this is like uninvited.
Yeah.
So it used to be very invasive, and you feel that, look, my privacy. But the guy now mentioned that when they get to the office, he became the manager of the company, and he said when they get back to the office, they are all downcast, that they're just getting no's, people are shutting doors on them, their self-esteem and all of that. And he did something. He said, let's play a game. I'm going to reward you for getting X number of no's. The person with the highest no's. And they went on like it was not a game.
Yes.
Because there's actually something they get.
Yes.
So now, just like you said, the cold call.
Yes.
You must get 40. So if you do 40 and somebody outdoes you and does 60 and get 60 no's, then that person is going to get the price. These guys now started the game and now started enjoying it. So it's almost like they can't wait to move to the next house. They're trying to count the numbers. But guess what? In that process, they got more people buying.
Yeah.
Because more people got to know about them.
Yeah.
So imagine them stopping you to say, tell me more about it. And the guy like, because they want to really quickly go to the next door.
Yes.
Right? But they realized that because we spoke to 1 million people, we were able to get 100,000 people. So this speaks to what you're saying about, and you need to know the data. You need to know what they are saying. And this is traditional, full traditional, no digital, nothing like that. So it's almost like taking this and replicating it in the digital space, So just like you separated those, and I think you were about to shed more light on the salesperson. Because apart from the grit, apart from knowing how to talk, apart from trying to accept the no, I'm sure there are other skills they need to, probably how to read the room.
Yes, body language.
Body language, how to understand, how to know what to say.
Yeah, how to ask questions.
Product knowledge as well. How to understand exactly what you're selling. Because if you meet a smarter person and he says, hey, why are you telling me this? It now becomes, and you can't answer the question. It becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So basically, based on that, I think you just need to shed more light there, but I think we've gotten something today. The separation between sales and
marketing should be two different.
People just employ people and say sales, like handling sales and marketing.
No. Yeah. Totally different functions. Yeah.
Super. So going through this with Nigerian real estate companies, will you say, in terms of success and how you've been able to turn things around for some of the companies, can you tell us some of those successes? No names.
Yeah.
Just sort of the moves that have to be made to ensure that happens. So that people know outside there that there's the knowledge you don't have.
Yeah.
And it's important for you to get it.
Yeah.
Because the truth about it is that people think the main core of the business is what you really do. Without sales,
it's actually nothing.
You don't have a business.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us, you've worked with some of the biggest.
Yeah.
I know of them.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it out there so people know what you do and can reach out to you. That's what I want. Before we move into this whole inflation situation in Nigeria and then the diaspora.
Oh, great. Yeah, so there's a company I work with. I worked with them for 2 years on retainer. And that's why I learned this separation. I never saw their marketing team. The marketing was feeding the salespeople with leads.
Yeah, so the marketing guys are just out there
running ads,
coming in.
Newspapers, and as the calls come in, the salespeople close. And here's the thing: when they close the sale, that commission, because typically it's only the salesperson that gets the commission. Yeah. They now spread the commission in such a way that even the marketing person gets incentivized. So when the marketing guy knows that they will also be incentivized, they will focus more on targeting the right customers with all their marketing assets.
Yeah. Yes. Push as much.
Exactly, because it's like a pool. If you take water from a dirty pool, you will drink dirty water. The input determines the output. So if you incentivize the marketers, they will force themselves to retarget, to ensure that your product is in front of the right people.
Yes,
with a clear CTA.
I remember they tried a Facebook ad once, and they were leads, yes. But the leads that were coming in, somebody did not, and they were just playing with it, like, oh,
Yes.
click this, so those ones are just clicking.
Yeah.
When they did an analysis of these guys, they just seen someone that does 50 million naira property saying, oh, I just want to find out more about it, so I wasn't sure, I just clicked it. So that way, it's not in front of the right person.
Yeah.
And if they don't have that focus and they're just looking at the numbers, they are also trying to help the market because they know that there's an end game. At the end of the day, you're going to get some extra incentives from a sale that you just hear that a sale happened.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. So, any other strategies that, just high level?
In this new year, real estate company should think about head of partnerships. Someone should double as a role of partner. Why does Coca-Cola have a head of partnership? Your job is to think ahead of the industry. Who is currently doing business with our markets? How can we partner with them so that we can be in front of them? How can we partner with NLNG cooperatives? They are doing health program for all their soon-to-be retirees. Those things are already taking place. But I don't see any real estate company who is partnering with the oil and gas industry, who is partnering with the... So those kind of high-level thinking, that's marketing's job. Great. So marketing come back and say, we just went to the oil and gas conference. These were the ton of leads we got. Sales, whoosh, start to sell. Yeah.
That's brilliant. So obviously, we can't have all of this in one go, but you can already see the nuggets. Now, clearly, there's a lot happening with the diaspora market, particularly in Nigeria and Africa. What we've seen over the years is that we have a lot more sales coming from them, a lot more of our numbers, 70-80%. We're turning in 4.8 billion, 4 billion of it is coming from diaspora. And being in the diaspora and also being global, because you also see what's going on around. What do you think is the next level for not only real estate developers, in this case, maybe focus on real estate developers? What do you think is the next level for them, looking at this whole diaspora thing? Clearly understanding that there's an inflation problem.
Yeah.
So they might not see that inflation problem, or some people might be weary, about it. So what do you think? Right now, just looking at the new age of marketing, what do you think is going to? What do you see in the next 5 years? What do you see as what we need to focus on in terms of sales and in terms of marketing?
Very interesting. Within our context,
particularly with the entire technology space.
Yeah.
Now, yes.
Within our context as Africans and the diaspora move, I'm thinking off the top of my head that real estate company, you want to build more trust. It's perception value. You want to increase your perception value because the diaspora market is not shrinking, rather it is expanding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because of the difference in the valuations of the currencies.
Yes.
So they'll find it easier. You want to raise your value, the quality of project that you churn out. All right, you want to learn how to target. I have a client. It's not a big business, but his wife sells African print materials.
Yeah.
They're in Niger State. She does 20 million naira every month.
African print.
Yes, he runs the Facebook ads by himself. I need to introduce you to this guy. He targets only Nigerians in the diaspora. Do you know what it means to me? 20 million naira in Niger State. That's a lot of money. 99.999% of his customers are Nigerians in Ghana, in Canada, in America, and all that. It tells you something. I'm doing my first physical sales training in London, March 27th. I'm running a Facebook ad. I'm targeting Nigerians, Africans in the UK. Yeah. And I'm closing them on the phone. We're almost sold out by God's grace. Yeah. It's the same principle. If you can if a real estate company can employ a Facebook, a YouTube ad whiskey in-house that knows how to target, game over. Because there are actually tools that you can use If you're in a WhatsApp group, they can scrape all the numbers in the WhatsApp group of those numbers and retarget it on Facebook ads. Oh yeah. So in terms of that, that is where I see it. You want to build a lot of credibility, let the diaspora see the things that you are doing. Make more noise. Make more noise. It will cost you money, but you want to make more noise and learn how to, retarget these people because they all want to invest back home. It's an emotional thing. If you give them quality value for it, it will be a game changer. And if you have a good payment structure as well, a solid payment structure as well, it will help them a lot. So that's bad.
That's great. Paul, thank you so much for coming around. It's always good having you around. It's always good having conversations with you because that expansion and all. Is there anything you want to tell? I have developers here. I have upcoming developers, architects, people trying to get into the industry. And because this is sales, it's almost any business. So is there anything you'd like to tell, your audience and people that also speak with us? I mean, just some last words.
Yeah, so Charlie Munger said that take a simple idea, but take it seriously. I spoke to a young client of mine last year.
Yeah.
He called me. He said, Coach, I did 5 billion naira last year in my real estate business. Small boy. That shows you the possibilities of this industry. That means if he did 5 billion last year, everybody who sold from him, commissions were shared.
Yes.
Masons were paid. Yes. So the ecosystem is big. I was paid as a sales trainer. So
that's about 250 million.
Yes.
Agency fee.
Yes.
Yes.
So to show you that let's take it seriously. We're building wealth this way. Raise your standards and stick to those rising standards. All right? A rising ship will lift everybody up. So that's my advice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.